Welcome back, everyone. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, here with Everything RVs podcast. And today I'm excited. I always get these guests that I think they're so helpful to those that are interested in camping. Now, this podcast is all about RVs, and the purpose of it is so that you all can go out and make memories that will last a lifetime. Bringing you this important information is just a passion of mine. And today, what I love is that our guest is from 𝐾∞, and he is going to explain to you the importance of why this product would be something you might want to consider for your RV. So without further ado, let me bring on Martin. Let me get back out of that part there. Martin, welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Paul.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your company and how long you've been in business and so forth.
Yeah, so we are a Dutch-based company, and me and my business partner, he is Matt Howard from the United Kingdom, and I'm Martin Niesen from the Netherlands. We are doing 𝐾∞ for 10 years now, and are in the States for actively 3-4 years now. Yep.
Yeah. And so how did this, I take it, so you say you've been doing it 10 years, so I take it your market started in Europe?
Yeah, that's correct. We started in Europe, and we actually are doing also work in the European Standard Commission. So we actually help write the standardization, so the rules for gas safety. And during the way we learned about the Americans don't have the safety as we have, and we thought we want to do something about it.
Perfect. So now tell us a little bit about your product.
So 𝐾∞ is a 100% shut-off safety valve if you have a major leak. We make a difference between major leaks and slow leaks. And as soon as you use more propane than as a standard, normal use, then the 𝐾∞ will automatically shut off for 100%.
Gotcha. And so can you explain to the listeners and the people watching this podcast why that is something that they'd want to have from a safety standpoint?
Yeah, so in the United States, you have a cylinder with a OPD valve. And a lot of people think that if you have this OPD valve, you are protected, but you are not. If you open a cylinder in the United States, then the cylinder will close by itself. As soon as you connect something, that safety is totally gone. What you do have is an excess flow valve in the hoses, but they don't shut off 100%. They still let 90%, 10% of the gas is still flowing when you have a major leak. So that's a situation you do not want to have. 𝐾∞ is the only 100% shut off in case of a major leak. A major leak always happens when you don't notice, right? So you want to have a safety when you use propane and you have a major leak, and there can be a regulator failure, there can be a broken hose, there can a tire blowout. Many things can happen while using propane. And therefore, you better use a 𝐾∞ for 100% shut off and be safe for 24/7.
So now, do you provide these for travel trailers and fifth wheels?
Yeah, so there's actually a good question. We have two different devices, and we have a POL that goes on like a fixed tank, and we have the 𝐾𝐸 for portable tanks. So you can put a 𝐾∞ in every cylinder that an RV uses.
So you do have them then for motorized as well as towables?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Perfect. Now I noticed I guess within the last year, you've come out with a 90-degree, because I know when I first looked at your product back a couple of years ago, I was thinking, dang, that'd make it hard to put these covers on the tanks. But now you've come out with the 90-degree connection.
Yeah, so when you install a 𝐾∞, then you make a little extension of the system. And people from Airstream asked us, we love your product and we love the safety because there is no such thing as a 𝐾∞. And can you make the gas stop smaller? And because of safety things, we cannot. So our team started to work at a solution for that. And then we came up with this idea to make a propane hose with a 90-degree connector. And that was actually a brilliant thing. The thing that we didn't thought of is that you don't need to bend the hose so much, so it lasts longer also. So it's a double win-win for using the 90-degree gas gear hoses. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. And so now, how can people go about getting your product?
So we have several companies in the United States that sell gas stop. We also sell them via Amazon. That's probably the easiest way. With General IV, we have lots of companies that actually, it's on our website, www, and then 𝐏𝐸_USA.com, and people can get there all kinds of information. Also, information about how to test for a minor leak.
Okay. Perfect. Well, listen, so now with everybody listening here today or watching this, if they were to go ahead and want to get your product, is there some type of a discount that you'd be offering for them to get this product?
Yeah, let's make the Air Force guy discount code, and if they use that, they will get some discount via your channel.
Certainly. So they're just going to type in the Air Force guy for the discount code.
Yeah, sure.
That's awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
And what type of discount are we talking here, just so that they know?
So they will get a 10% discount.
10% discount if you put in the Air Force guy. That is awesome. Now, what is the warranty that you have on your product?
So that's another interesting question. So gas stop provides a 100% shut off if you have a major leak. Gas stop also, you can test with the gas stop for minor leaks. So if you had a trip for like many miles and you had hobbly wobbly roads, you can actually, when you are at your destination, you just open the cylinder and you need to prime the gas stop to activate the system. And as soon as you prime the gas stop, you close the cylinder again. And then what you do is actually you trap the gas in the whole system. And then you look at the needle on top of the gauge. And then if that needle stays at the same spot and you come back in 10 minutes, it's still there. You know you are good to go. And if that needle drops, you know you have a tiny leak. Even a pinhole he will pick up on. So gas stop is 100% shut off. It's also a minor leak tester. And another thing that I would like to express is that a lot of people see the gauge on top of the gas stop. And people always think they can read how many gas is in the cylinder, and that's impossible. You cannot measure the amount of gas in a cylinder. And this is also the reason why this is a pressure gauge. And imagine that in the cylinder there is a liquid. So the fluid of the gas, as long as there is a liquid in the cylinder, the needle will be in the green part of the gauge. And as soon as that liquid is gone, that's the moment that the pressure drops significantly in the cylinder. That's the moment when the needle goes into the red phase. And that's the moment that you know I have 30 minutes to go for gas. I need to swap the cylinder. And coming back on your question is, what we do is, and that's a typical European thing, is what we do. We test every single device. So we do not do batch testing. We have an individual code on every single product we make. And that's also the reason why we give a 5-year warranty. We are the only company in the world that gives so many years of warranty for gas accessory products.
I tell you, that's pretty amazing that you're doing 5 years on your product, because I don't know of any other, well, other than like axles and so forth, but most other parts that you have on your camper, I mean, the max is 2 or 3 years. So 5 years is a substantial warranty for your product.
Yeah, so it's a bit technical, but maybe there are people that are listening that are interested in this. So if I take the hoses and if I take this gas stop, we do not use springs. So gas stop is a full automatic device, and it's like a ball bearing hovering in the flow rate. And as soon as the flow rate accelerates, it will pick up that ball bearing and throws it in a hole and stops the whole flow rate. So, and that's also the reason why you need to prime on the gates to open the system again. We discovered by doing a lot of tests in America that the excess flow valves work on a spring, and those are in a hose. We tested a lot of hoses, and I'm not here to talk bad about other companies. I'm not here to talk bad about products, but we discovered that many excess flow valves do not work at all. So how would you discover that a device that works with a spring is getting old, it's getting filthy by a lot of reasons? So gas stop is not depending on a metal spring, it's just hoovering, so it always functions. So, and we make a robust device, so that's the reason why we give a 5-year warranty on the gas stop and 2-year warranty on the gasket hoses.
Well, appreciate that. That's quite the way to, as far as from a company standpoint, standing behind your product.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else that you want to tell the public here about your product that maybe I didn't ask you a question, or maybe that they might want to know about it?
Yeah, the thing is that we went to America, and for us Europeans, it's a big dream to do business in the biggest economy of the world, and but it's like the passion that comes from the people that own an RV is the thing we love, and we are really there to help out people with like maximum protection for propane. And to us, for us Europeans, we always like look up in a kind of way to safety in America, and we discovered there is the safety can improve so much, and in this beautiful industry. So we are really there to help people out, make this a lot more safer than it is right now, and we are doing that, and we got so much like amazing response, and we are out there to help people answer questions, and we just want to tell our story, and people can decide by themselves, but you want one thing, and everybody that experienced a fire, and it's not nice to talk about, but everybody who experienced that are our ambassadors, because they know how bad it can go if you have an RV fire, and especially for like regulator failures. If you had a bumpy ride for like 800 miles and you have created a minor leak, because that can be easily created, you just want to do a test with a gas stop. And with the products out there on the current American market, you cannot. And it's a little investment for a 5-year warranty product that keeps you safe 24/7, and not only yourself and your family, but also the people that are surrounded by you. So there's another good story that we went to a big RV show, and there was this gentleman that came out, and he said, we had 5 fifth wheels standing in a circle, and we had this beautiful campfire in the middle, and suddenly one of the folks smelled propane, and they went up to a rig, and they couldn't find where the leak was, or which, and so they took out, one of the guys had the hero moment and took the gas stop and went to the rigs and find out where the leak was. So that's a great example of yeah, they were lucky they had a gas stop, so they could find out where the leak was. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's awesome. Well, listen, I do appreciate you taking time. I know you're over in the Netherlands. We were interviewing here, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to give us this important information.
You're so welcome.
Well, thank you again, and I appreciate everybody watching. Please do like, share, comment, let us know what you're thinking, and we'll be back at again next week, same bat channel, same time.
Thank you.
Thank you.